Hey, thank you for joining us today. Today at the Friends of Northern Lake Champlain, we want to talk about stormwater. The spring season is upon us, and what better time to talk about it? I'd like to introduce you to Cassi Carpio, AmeriCorps Member for FNLC.
Hi, thanks for having me on today.
Welcome. She comes to us with a bachelor's degree in environmental engineering and has been spending the last few years focusing on the water quality of Lake Champlain. Cassi has been involved in a lot of Franklin County projects in her nearly 2 years with our organization. And today she's going to help us gain a better understanding of stormwater. If you have questions, submit them in the comments below and we'll do our best to get you an answer. So Cassi, some questions have been coming to us from our recent blog on stormwater, and we thought we should provide some answers. Let's get started. One reader asked, how much stormwater makes it into the lake?
Well, the amount of stormwater depends on the size of the storm and the number of impervious surfaces. In Vermont, a 1-inch rainstorm over 1 acre of urban area with lots of impervious surfaces can produce as much as 25,000 gallons of runoff. In the same storm in a forested area, only 2,000 gallons of runoff may be produced. That runoff can make it into the lake or even into a stream that goes into the lake.
So we can know exactly how much stormwater and pollution is coming from a specific area?
Not exactly. Stormwater runoff is considered a non-point source pollution, which means it's the result of many diffuse sources, like across town or even across an individual's property. An example of point source pollution would be a single source, like a pipe or a smokestack. So because stormwater runoff is a non-point source pollution, it makes it difficult to say exactly how much stormwater makes it into the lake and how much pollutants are in the runoff.
Okay, so then what do we know about Vermont stormwater runoff?
Research in Vermont has shown that runoff from 1 acre of developed land will produce 3 times as much phosphorus as 1 acre of agricultural land. Together, runoff from developed land and agricultural land provides over half of the nutrient loading into Lake Champlain. Without a survey, we cannot determine the exact amount of stormwater exiting our individual properties and then entering the lake. However, we do know that any amount of stormwater that we can capture on our properties will not make it into the lake.
This is interesting. So we can only estimate the amount of stormwater making it into the lake, but what's most important here is how much phosphorus ends up in the lake because of stormwater and how the developed lands have a significant impact on Lake Champlain.
Exactly. A survey would be able to tell you exactly where your property stormwater goes and what it affects. And with the modeling currently being used to determine the loading estimates to Lake Champlain, we have a larger scale idea of where the issues are and how big the issue of stormwater is.
Thank you for the insight and valuable information about how much stormwater enters the lake. Join us for our next Q&A where we cover what does it mean to reduce your lawn.